So today's lesson is integer review, and we're only reviewing the addition and subtraction. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to watch this video. And in this video, I want you to pay attention to the integer rules. So, in the video, we have the rules for adding integers, and the rules were if we have the same sign, we add the numbers, and then we keep the same sign. If we are subtracting integers, if we're adding integers with different signs, we subtract the digits, and we keep the sign of the larger number. Okay? So make sure you write that down in your notes. For subtraction, the subtraction was not in the video, but here we have the reminder of what the rule is for subtraction. When we are subtracting integers, we do the keep, change, change. We are going to add the inverse. Okay? So if I had, for example, 6 minus 8, then we would, under keep, it says we want to keep the first. So we want to keep that first integer, keep that the same, and then we want to change the subtraction to an addition problem. So we're going to take the subtraction and change it to an addition problem just by doing that. When you're writing on the problem, please make sure you're using colors. Okay? Then we're going to change the second integer to the opposite. So this positive 8 now becomes a negative 8. Okay? So we're changing that to the opposite. All right, so here we have some examples. And we have 8 plus negative 12. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to look to see. This is a positive 8 and negative 12. So here we have different signs. So because we have different signs, we're going to subtract the numbers. So that's 12 minus 8, and that gives me 4. And then we want to keep the sign of the larger number. So here, the larger number is 12, and that sign is going to be negative. So this is going to give us a negative 4. Okay? Now, example 2, that is a subtraction problem. So when we subtract, we're using keep, change, change. We're going to add the opposite. So I like to write keep, change, change here. We're going to add the opposite. So we keep the first number the same. We change the subtraction to addition. And we change the positive 18 to a negative 18. And now it's an addition problem, and now we follow the rules for addition. So, negative, negative, that's same sign. So same sign add. So that's 12 plus 18, And 12 plus 18, of course, gives us 30. And it says to same sign, add, keep the same sign. So negative, negative, the answer is going to be negative. All right, so example 3 is an addition problem. So this one, we look to see that the signs, negative and negative, that's the same sign. So same sign, add. So 5 plus 7, that's 12. And then we keep the same sign, that's going to give me a negative 12. All right, so for example 4, now we have 3 integers. We have 3 terms that we want to combine. So on this one, when we're doing this, we're going to use order of operations. We need to add and subtract from left to right. Okay? So let me just write a little reminder here, PEMDAS. Okay? We're going to add and subtract from left to right. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to tackle this first expression right here. I'm going to highlight it. So we've got 2 plus negative 5. That's different signs, subtract. So 5 minus 2, that's 3. Take the sign of the larger number. The larger number is 5, so this is going to be a negative 3. And then we're going to bring down that 9. And now we do this problem. So different signs, again, subtract. So 9 minus 3, 6. The larger number is 9, that's positive, so it's going to be a positive 6. So why don't you pause the video and try example 5 on your own. All right, so on this one, we're going to tackle this first part. That is a subtraction problem. So we're going to keep, change, change. So here, we're going to add the opposite. We're going to keep the first number, 4. The subtraction becomes addition, and the negative 12 becomes a positive 12. Okay? Again, when you're marking the problem, please make sure you're using your colors. Okay? So here we have 4 plus 12. That's 16. Minus 3. And now here, do I have to do keep, change, change on this even though it's a subtraction? No, we don't have to do that because this is how we always subtract. So 16 minus 3, that's going to give us 13. All right, example 6. It says, when Liz woke up in the morning, it was 6 degrees Fahrenheit. By late afternoon, the temperature had dropped 9 degrees Fahrenheit. What was the temperature by the late afternoon? So we need to make sure we identify our important information. So in the morning, it was 6 degrees Fahrenheit. So this, you guys, this is where we are starting. So we start here. Okay? Now, the other important information here is that it says that the temperature had dropped 9 degrees Fahrenheit. So if it dropped, that means the temperature went down. That means the operation is subtract. Because we dropped 9 degrees. So the expression that we're going to write is 6 minus 9. And now this is a subtraction problem, so we're going to keep, change, change. So we keep the first integer, the subtraction becomes addition, and the second integer becomes the opposite. So this positive 9 becomes a negative 9. And now we follow the rules for addition. So different signs, we subtract. So 9 minus 6, that's 3. And then we take the sign of the bigger number. So 9 is the bigger number, so my answer is going to be negative. So this is the temperature was 3 degrees Fahrenheit by the late afternoon.